should we go? Canada or Europe? Hi, I'm Prila. This is the second video of a series of 5 that I will share a manual. How is life here in Toronto? I lived in the past 4 years in Europe. I spent some time in Germany and some in England. And maybe you are aware that's more common than you imagine that people receive different job offers to go either to Europe or either to Canada. Which one is the best? Before you start judging me, I know that Europe's not a country, so I'm comparing Canada to a continent because I believe, in my perspective, that Europe in general has kind of the same lifestyle. And if you are about to make this decision, I've been in your shoes and I know that's really hard. So as a person that lived in both places, I will share with you 10 different topics showing the positive aspects of each place, in my opinion. So I will try to just stress the best of each place, and on the next video you will see the same aspects but with the negative perspective. But now, only good vibes, only positive things about each place, right? The first category we will compare is food. Here in Canada, I think food is more expensive than in Europe, but as this video is about positive aspects only, what I can say is that you can find food for every single place of the world here. You can either order online or even find a specific supermarket. So I think this is amazing. So in Europe, you will find that dairy products and milk in general, they are so cheap. They cost like cents. France, Portugal, England, Germany, Vienna, you name it. I've been to all of these places and more, and I saw how dairy products are like kind of cheap, and because of their location, they are kind of close to Africa, so they import lots from different countries, and they always have fresh fruits available. About the housing then, Canada is a new country, so you will find new buildings easily, and if you compare the same amount you would pay in Canada and in Europe, you would have in Canada more than you would have in Europe. It's common having in Canada a condo that you will have swimming pool, gym, and more stuff included for a certain amount of price. While in Europe, it's like so expensive finding the same amenities over there. However, a super positive aspect about housing in Europe is that the fees for buying a house, they tend to be very low compared to here to Canada. And if we talk about schools, a positive thing here in Canada is that the kids, they learn English and French at school. On the other hand, in Europe, the kids, they learn the language of the country, they learn English, and they learn a third language. And as the countries, they are so close and so connected somehow, sometimes there are many road trips to go and visit and spend a day or maybe days in another country just to immerse in the language you are learning. I saw this with my own eyes because I worked at a school back in England, so it's just amazing. And number 4, we have health. A positive aspect about health here in Canada is that depending on the type of insurance you have and the type of visa, you may have full coverage of every single thing. And in Europe, you will find easily family doctors. About fashion and clothing, it's not difficult shopping from USA. And I'm saying the USA because you have to think that Canada is pretty cold mostly of the time, so they prefer comfort than fashion, beauty. So you will find more comfortable clothes here. So if you are into fashion or if you want more brands, you can order from the USA. And clothing and fashion in Europe is another thing because there's like where the fashion shows happens, where many famous brands are born. So being the heart of fashion, I believe clothing is cheaper over there. As number 6, we have travel. From Canada, flying to the Caribbean islands, flying to Mexico, and even flying to the USA, it's cheap, quick, and very nice. While in Europe, without any pandemic, you will have many countries to visit. So it's a very positive aspect in my opinion, because you can go by car, by train, by plane, by public transportation. You can just, in hours being in another country. While here in Canada, you just have the USA to drive, depending where you are. And transport and gas. A positive thing about it is that here in Canada, it's super easy purchasing a car. And one interesting fact is that it depends where you are, but here in Ontario, if you are going on a public transportation, the ticket you pay will be valid for 2 hours, so you can come and go in these 2 hours with the same ticket, which is good, right? And the positive thing about transportations and gas over there in Europe is that the number of electric vehicles is increasing, and they have an abundance in public transportation. So trains, bus, you can go everywhere using public transportation, and it works well. Number 8, utilities. As we mentioned before, here in Canada is cheaper than in Europe. And I'm talking about like utilities in general, and also the main ones like water, power. You may know that Canada has a huge source of water and is trying to build more renewable energy. So services here, they have great quality and a low price. And if we go to Europe, we know that right now Europe is facing a huge crisis. So finding positive aspects about utilities over there, it's a bit hard, but we can say that you will pay less if you find a place which heating is not electric. Number 9, online shopping. Canada tends to import things from the USA, so we have a fast delivery and a huge variety of products in general, while in Europe this happens fast too. It's kind of closer to China, and we have different sources from different countries in Europe, so shopping online for both places, they come like quick, you know. And how about the people? For me, Canadians, they are very polite, they are very welcoming, they are very warm, and they kind of make you feel home. But it's hard to build intimate relationships with them. While in Europe, depending on the country, you can see people that are very harsh. They even don't look at you on the streets. They are very straight and they don't smile often. However, once you become their friends, they are your friends forever. And they are like so open to you. And this is our experience, guys. But an interesting fact about both places, Canada or even in Europe, is that we have small communities everywhere. As a Brazilian, I could find a huge community here in Canada and also in Europe. So maybe, depending on your nationality, you will also see a community from your country over there. With these 10 topics we spoke about, I don't know if somehow I helped you or not, but you see that at the end of the day, the decision will be always yours, and it always depends on what you consider the best for you and your family. What's your type of lifestyle? What's the most important for you? What do you need? These are kind of questions you have to ask yourself when having to make a decision between, two places, for example. For us, put in a scale, Canada 1. I believe it's because of our lifestyle, of what we want in life. So I hope that somehow this video may clarify something for you. And let me know if there is anything else I could include in this video. And if you are about to choose between both places or 2 places in general, I pray that you have the wisdom to do the right choice for you. In the sequence, I will be sharing about the negative aspects of both places. So stay tuned and see you soon. Bye!